Hello there, friends. It is your boy, the Goo Man, and today I want to talk more about eyeballs, the color spectrum, and just some batshit crazy stuff about neuroscience and biology. Fair warning, I am like fun delirious right now. On day 3 of running on like 3 hours of sleep, poor brown dog has been up all night coughing, so I don't claim responsibility for what comes out of my mouth right now. Like, how do parents do that? I'm on day 3. They have to do this for months. How do people in their 30s do this? All right, first things first. You normally see in 3 different colors. You have these little things in your eyes that take light in from the sun and interpret it in your brain as color. It's not that you see color, it's that your brain interprets the stimulus of color. There are some very rare cases where people can see more than the 3 cone colors that we have in our eye. One of them is aphakia, which is when humans can actually see UV light. This is like what birds and bees and some sea organisms can see and shit. Like, it's pretty cool. It looks like a rave party. Flowers have cool little patterns to attract insects like landing strips, and birds have super cool patterns on their wings. Well, it turns out you too can see this just for the cost of the lens inside of your eyeballs. What's also really cool is that we figured out how to trigger infrared vision in people. Snakes and vampire bats also have thermal vision. It's basically your brain interpreting heat as color. Again, how can mirrors be real if our eyes aren't real? So you might be asking yourself at this point, Goo Man, when are we going to get very weird with it? This is the mantis shrimp. Where you see 3 wavelengths, it sees 16. This is what its vision looks like. And it can see something called polarized light. So what does the mantis shrimp have to do with you? We share a ton of our genetics going way back the evolutionary line with organisms that first developed this kind of vision. The ability to do it is in our genome. We just have broken pieces of it so it's not active. But we just discussed the fact that changes to the body, like getting your lens removed or being stimulated by a laser, can cause epigenetic changes which allow you to tap into that extra wavelength. This is where it officially blew my mind when I was researching this, because anybody who's ever had a migraine recognizes what's behind me. This is polarized light. It's what it looks like to us. Technically, it's kind of a 3-dimensional thing. Like, does this look familiar to you? I have something called synesthesia. Basically, all of the tactile sensations, sounds, tastes, and whatever I'm doing is crossed over in my visual senses, and this is what appears behind my eyeballs all the time, every minute of every day. I get a lot of these hypnagogic hallucinations. Then people my age in their 30s will recognize the Windows Media Player backgrounds behind me. Yeah. Follow frequency patterns. I also see this all the time. 2 to 3% of the population has something called visual snow. I hypothesize that this is a thing because of a processing error in the occipital part of the brain. These are objects in space that have been interpreted into wavelengths that we can't see. You got your radio frequency, you got your microwaves, your infrared. We were just talking about how we can make people see that now. Your X-rays and then your gamma rays. It's all a form of radiation. Here is another example. So what is my point? What was the existential crisis that this triggered for me? Organisms all over the planet have tons of different types of senses that they have individually evolved that are unique to them. Elephants can sense stomps in the ground from 10 miles away. There's a lot of blind people that use echolocations like dolphins. My rambling and long-winded